Hello, everyone, and welcome to the APBA Football Club's first pseudo-instructional video. Today we're looking at the Pro Bowl edition, which was issued in the year 2000, reflecting the 1999 season. This edition of the game, which came in the small box with a set of AFC stars and a set of NFC stars, 31 players total for each side, was positioned between the adult version of the game and the new children's version of the game, which, as I'd indicated in a post earlier this week, I played with my relatives when they came into town. And this video is a companion piece to a little story I'll be writing up soon, and we'll cross-link and do all that good stuff. You'll notice here that this game is highly stripped down to the point where there are no defensive settings. Like the Pro Bowl itself, it is a highly abbreviated form of the game. There is a single pass result chart, a single rush result chart. In fact, the only chart that appears in completion in its entirety from the adult game is, in fact, the penalty table. The players, you'll notice, do not use the familiar point system. There are no points for the players. The game is very simple according to these instructions. You name a runner, look at his R column, you roll the dice, look at the R column, and go to the run chart. For a pass play, you can name your receiver and then roll for the result either on the quarterback card or the receiver card. So that if you look at Kurt Warner's card versus Peyton Manning's card versus the receivers' cards, you see that the receivers, in some cases, say Isaac Bruce, have a couple more ones and twos, whereas the quarterbacks actually have only that 1 on 66 for Kurt Warner, and Peyton Manning's got a 2. Now, Edgerrin James, turns out, quite interestingly here, just noticed, has a 111. I'll take a better photo of that. The rare 111 at 66. So we're going to take a run through this and see essentially if this game is equally as satisfying perhaps for a younger audience, or perhaps more so in that it more fully represents what APBA football is classically. We'll use all the proper rules of the era, which aren't much different, well, in terms of kickoff placement at the 30-yard line, things of that nature, spotting of missed field goals. We'll keep probably Kurt Warner and Peyton Manning in for the first half, and then switch out to Brad where is he? Oh yeah. Yep, Brad Johnson for the NFC, and Mark Brunell in the AFC for the second half rather. And we've also got, for the AFC, you got Wycheck and Jimmy Smith on the bench. It's interesting to note that in the passing chart, and I'll detail this more fully, but just looking at my note book here, my running APBA journal, you note that the pass chart, with its 36 options, includes 2 fumbles, 4 sacks, 20 completions, 1 with a penalty, and 8 interceptions. The run chart includes 19 gains, plus 2 with penalty flags, and then 11 zero gain or loss plays. And it's interesting that the loss plays, starting from result 21, proceeding to result 30, are losses of 1 to 10 yards, going up 1 yard with each result number that you followed down the chart. So again, it's very stripped down, very bang-bang style of play here. The only half plays allowed, in fact, are the timeouts, 3 per quarter and 2 for overtime. So that's going to make this game go a lot quicker. And let's see, was there something else? Oh yes, a couple more points here, in that the extra point, you roll 2 dice, don't even look at a chart. If it's 2 ones, that's no good. Everything else is good. So that's about 2.3%, give or take, percentage of failure rate there. Again, good for stripping it down. And there's one notation on pass result number 28, talking about a corner blitz, which of course isn't allowed in the Pro Bowl. I also will note that the board here is particularly nice. It's thicker stock, quick fold out. I think this will turn out quite nicely, as opposed to the current version of very flimsy board, which I would certainly recommend mounting to another surface, and the same with the mid-90s board. Alright, so let's get rolling.